what's going on? It's Craig Bennett, aka CashKeg, here with another NBA PrizePicks video where I'll go over early looks on PrizePicks. Then I'll either do a live show or record another video once we get more picks. But I like to get these out early so we can jump on some of these lines. Let's recap yesterday a little bit. The early video didn't do bad. We got 4 of 6 picks. It's always good to evaluate the way you did before. I love, got to be transparent in everything that we do here. So Jakob Poeltl over 13.5 points, he got 18. DeJounte Murray over 9 assists, he got 10. Kevin Porter Jr. over 14.5 points, he got 16. Gary Trent Jr. over 2.5 threes, he ended up getting 5. We missed on Christian Wood over 18.5 points, he got 15. And then we missed on Ivica Zubac over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He only played 12 minutes. And then with the Houston game, that game was a blowout, and we only saw 26 minutes out of Porter and Wood. So Wood would have got there if he would have played more. I wouldn't have changed those picks, but I might have to think twice about playing any Clipper with the way Ty Lue does his rotations and how he coaches. I think he's one of the worst coaches in the league, and I might just have to rethink of taking anyone, even with good matchups. I might just have to say, nope, I just don't trust you. So, but that's the only one I would change. I definitely would have went today with the Houston ones. And then on the late video, we got Patty Mills over 14.5 points. Joel Embiid over 15.5 first half points. And then we missed on the Maxey over 26.5 points, rebounds, assists. And then we missed on LeBron under 29.5 points. And that one hurt. The dude shot 66% from the field. Just went off. So it's one of those things where we missed it. But again, 4 for 6 in the early, 2 for 2 in the afternoon. But we'll I got a few picks here for today. If this video helps you out, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep knocking these things out. Hopefully it helps your research process and helps you make some money. But with that, let's jump right into the picks. All right, as you can see, I have PrizePicks up on the desktop here. I'll go through a few of the picks that I like. I only found 4 this morning, so we're going to go through 4 picks. And like I said, I'll do either a live video or record another video in the afternoon once we get more up on the board. But early research, I found 4 that I did like. And if you don't have a PrizePicks account, head on over there, use promo code DFSArmy and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. All right, first one on the board here. We're going to same thing we did a couple nights ago. It's my favorite pick on the board so far. It's Cam Johnson, and we're going to go over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. There's still no Jay Crowder here. Utah is getting a little healthier on the other side. Bojan Bogdanovic is supposed to be back. Royce O'Neal, Joe Ingles, Mike Conley. So it's not going to be all the scrubs like last game. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert are still out. But again, on the Phoenix side, there's no Ayton, there's no McGee, there's no Jay Crowder. So Cameron Johnson's going to play a ton here in this matchup with the scrubs they played. He put up 26 points, rebounds, and assists in 38 minutes. So again, a guy that I want to take with no Jay Crowder. So I like this 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Again, with no Jay Crowder out there, he's going to have to do a little bit more. So I do like this over. The next one we're going to take here is we're going to head on over and we're going to take assist, and we're going right back to the well here. It's treated us pretty stinking well. I know some people get burned by him when he had that ejection, but you can't let recency bias like that creep in. We're taking Jimmy Butler over 7.5 assists. We still have no Kyle Lowry, but he is getting one of his running mates back in Tyler Hero. So get a shooter back. Hopefully he can help with assists. Again, I think Kyle Lowry is due back on the 28th. So we got, it's probably the last game that we're going to be able to use him running the point guard. But having Jimmy Butler running the point, he's went over this 5 of his last 6 games. The one game he didn't go over it was this January 19th against Portland where he got ejected. But went over this 5 in the last 6 without Lowry. And I think that we can just continue to look at this. And again, with Tyler Hero back, he's a shooter, so he can set him up a little bit. It's not the best game environment going up against the Knicks. I get that. If you look at the stats, the Knicks don't give up a ton of assists, but when you get a guy like Jimmy Butler, he's going to get everyone involved. So with the lack of picks on the board this morning and just looking at numbers and seeing where things pan out, that's going to be one of the picks that we look at this morning. So Jimmy Butler over 7.5 assists. The next 2, we're going right back to the Phoenix. Again, with all the injuries that we have, and I state this enough, look for teams that have injuries. Phoenix is favored by only 4.5. And again, a lot of that has to do with them Utah getting healthy. But 221.5 over under. So we already like the Cam Johnson pick. The next one, we're going to stay right here with assist. And again, it's Chris Paul over 9.5 assists. Yes, that number is very high. But if we look at it, he's won over this 4 of his last 5 games. With all those other guys out, with Ayton, with McGee, with Crowder, Cam Johnson shoots the 3. That's what he does. He's a 3-point guy. And I think we're going to continue to see, Cam Johnson shoot, Booker shoot 3s, and he'll get people involved. And that's what he's going to have to do here for these guys to win this game. So I do like Chris Paul over 9.5 assists. I know it's a high number, but again, he's continued to produce and win over this. So, and then the last one we're going to look at here is actually one that kind of surprised me a little bit, but it kind of makes sense. Again, we talked about it. No Crowder, no Ayton, no McGee. They don't have rebounders. So we go to rebounds here. And it's like I said, it's kind of off, but Devin Booker over 5.5 rebounds here. This is going to be the last pick that we're going to look at. If we looked at Devin Booker, now, yes, 2 out of his last 5 games, but you got to understand, we got to look with no Jay Crowder in there. So if we look with no Jay Crowder in the lineup, he's went over this 5.5 rebounds in 6 of his last 6 games. He's had 7, 10, 9, 7, 6, 7 rebounds in those 6 games with no Jay Crowder, going all the way back to late December. So I think he's going to continue to pound the boards a little bit here against Utah. They're going to need the rebounding. So again, it's my 4th favorite pick out of these because it feels a little weird considering he's a shooter. But just looking at the numbers and making sense of having those guys out does make a lot of sense for him to get to that point. Some of the other ones I was kind of looking at, but I didn't put them on the board. Like I said, with all these guys out, Chris Paul might have to do just a little bit more. So maybe you want to take a shot at over 31.5 points, rebounds, assists. It's not an official pick for me, but if he's gonna have to shoot a little bit more, and we already like his assist, and he does a little bit of everything, that's one you could take a shot on, but definitely not going to be an official pick for me. And as I said, I can't really touch any of these Milwaukee guys. Cleveland's been playing very well, but when you have all Giannis, Middleton, and Holiday, it's really hard to pick which one's going to go off. And it's a situation where I don't think I really want to touch them. So that's what leading me to not really taking the Milwaukee guys. With them all being healthy, it wouldn't surprise me if we had a Middleton game or a Drew game or a Giannis game. So if I was going to take anything, it would be the unders, but then I don't really like doing that either because I feel like you're playing Russian roulette. And before we get off here, I just want to mention, if this helps your helps your research process, again, hit that like button for me. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys watching these videos. Hopefully it helps you out your research process. And the last thing I'll say is, when you're playing, it really helps your bankroll if you're just playing these 2- and 3-man power plays. And then if you want to play flex or you want to play a 5-man power play really light on those. Like you said, they're really hard to hit. And your bankroll will love you. Like in those early plays yesterday where we hit 4 or 6, if you were mixing and matching 2- and 3-man power plays, you would have done really well. Like if you would have done a Yaka Pirtle and Murray, hit that one, you would have 3 extra money, or if you would hit Porter and Trent, 3 extra money, or Murray and Porter, like mix and match those, and they do add up. So it's one thing to not only have the plays, but to understand how you're going about playing these. And the object of the game is to win some money, hopefully, at the end of the night and at the end of the week. As it's a long-term game. Look at the week, look at the month, and I've noticed playing that way with not just this but sports betting. Don't try for the unless you're just doing this for complete fun and you're not trying to make money and just hoping to hit it once in a while. Understand the swings that you're going to have if you're going for 5-man power plays every night. Just understand the swings you're going to have, and it's no different than sports betting where you're trying to hit a 5, 6, 8 team parlay every night. You're going to have massive swings doing that. So it's no different here with PrizePicks. So with that, I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, I will either do a live stream at 3:00 or I will record a video. I have to look at my schedule a little bit, but we'll do something, another video at least, as we get more picks in so I can throw them up there. But this is just a quick early look, and we'll keep doing these each and every day if it helps you. And I'll see you on the flip side. Deuces.